Our Yoruba brothers are not worried. Instead of them worrying about the slave master who is enslaving them, they are worried against their own fellow indigenous person. The worry of the Yoruba man is Biafran people, the Biafran people. Instead of him being bothered about him, about that foreigner, team up with your brother, look for a solution, how to get out of this enslavement. It doesn't concern them. The best definition of a house nigger. The Yoruba people, most of them decided to be the house nigger. A house nigger, they know that they are enslaved. They know that some foreigners are occupying the land. They know that people have taken charge of what belongs to them. But because when they look aside and they see Biafran people are suffering the same fate outside the gate. But meanwhile, they themselves, they are suffering that same enslavement, but they are inside the gate. They say, okay, since we are a step ahead of the Biafran people, no problem, let's be slaves. Even when you call them and say, this slavery is too much, let us join hands and walk out of the slavery, they will tell you, no. The house nigger, they prefer to die in the house of the mother simply because they are in a position where they can eat from the crumbs that fall from the table of the master. They are okay. They believe, they know they are enslaved. Our Yoruba brothers know that they are slaves. They are enslaved, just like every other indigenous person in Nigeria. But when they look and they see that their own slave is inside the house of the slave master, that when the slave master drink tea and remain and keep it in the dining and walk away, they will go and take that tea and sip. When the slave master eats in the table, leaves or remains of grains of rice in the plate, they will go and eat it and wash the plate. They are okay. As long as those remain in the food is coming to them, they are okay. You dare not mention freedom in their ears. The house nigger, that is what they are. You don't mention freedom in their ears. And we also have these house niggers. Some of them are Biafrans. There are some Biafrans that are house nigger. They are comfortable simply because they are in that position where they can eat from the food that falls from the master's table. They are okay. Simply because they eat from the remain of the master's table, they are okay. Simply because they are security guards inside the compound. They live in the compound of the king. Because they are living in the compound of the slave master. It doesn't matter whether they are sleeping on the floor. It doesn't matter whether they are sleeping on the gateman house. It doesn't matter. These are people that own the land. But because they were allowed to dwell within the fence and even sleeping on the floor, they are okay. Their joy is that when they look at their brothers, oh, at least I'm better than this one. That is their consolation. They look at their neighbor. They say, oh, at least I'm better than this one. That is their consolation. They look at their brother, they say, I am better. That is their consolation. It is not, the problem is not that they don't know that they are slaves. They know very well that they are slaves. But the problem is that they lack the courage, they lack the balls to fight for the freedom. They are so scared of the unknown that they lack the balls. And their own brothers who have the gut to fight, instead of supporting them, they will join the slave master to fight against their brother, intimidate their brother, and make sure that their brother remains a slave. It is heartbreaking. This is the situation in Nigeria today. The damage that this has caused is irreparable. Irreparable damage. And this is why Nigeria will never, ever survive or succeed, because the Zoological Republic of Nigeria have more house nigger than the normal people. They have more house niggers than the normal people. People who are just okay. They look at their neighbor for the fact that they are better than their neighbor, they are just okay. Their own achievements, how to measure their success, how to measure their freedom, is to look at their own brother who is beside them. As long as they are better than their brother, they are good to go. These are the kind of individuals we have. We have them everywhere. We have them as Biafrans. We have them in Oduduwa land. We have them in the Middle Belt. We have them in the North. But the one that pains so much are the Biafran people, because the Biafran people, we have been in the position where we are not supposed to tolerate any of such. Every other alien is understandable if they continue to endure it. But what about Biafrans? Our own is a different case, because they did not only steal from us, they are also making sure that we do not survive. Their target in our land is not just our resources. They want us out. They want to exterminate us completely. They have made attempt of genocide the first time. They tried it the first time, 1945, they did not succeed. They tried the genocide again, 1967 to 1970, yet they failed. And as we speak today, in 2015, they are still trying that same genocide. And you that you call yourself a Biafran, all you do is to come online and gossip. All you do is to come online and talk against your brother and your sister. All you do is to come and analyze videos of your brothers and your sisters. Continue. Continue. It's a question of time. I said it before that the problem of Nigeria is just like a table fan. It will get everybody. You know, table fan or standing fan. When you on it, it blows to this direction, it goes to this direction, it goes to the direction. Everybody will enjoy it. It will get to everybody. Just because you are safe today doesn't mean you will be safe forever. Every Biafran wants to be very careful. More especially the position we find ourselves today. Some Yoruba people have taken it upon themselves that they will continue to instigate the whole world against the Biafran people. The Yorubas were in the forefront of instigating the hatred against the Biafrans today in Nigeria. The Yoruba media was the one that was used to instigate the hatred that people have against the Biafrans today. You see some group of people, you see some tribes, they have not even had any business with the Biafran person. They have not dealt with any Biafran. You have not even transacted with them, simply because of what they were told. They hate you. Every time they see you, they begin to suspect. They feel agitated. Whenever they see you in their midst, they are not comfortable. Not because you committed any crime, not because you did anything wrong, simply because of the lies they were told. And who are those telling these lies? The Yoruba media. The Yoruba media have been used in a very evil way. Every single thing we are suffering in Nigeria today, they promoted it. Even though they are worse than the worst of worst. That is how they painted the Igbos as ritualists. They painted the Igbos as ritualists. And stupidly, some of us Igbos joined them on that one. Some of us that call ourselves Igbos, some idiots that call themselves actors and actresses in their Nollywood movies. In their Nollywood movies, they use the Nollywood to preach lies, preach falsehood. And they paint the Igbo Biafrans evil. There are no section of the country that perform ritual more than the Yoruba people. There are no section of that country that perform witchcraft, ritual killing more than the Yoruba people. But you will never see it in the news. You will never see it in their news. Some of them you see, you're going to see them on social media. But you will not see them on national television. The only time you will see on national television, when the crime is committed on the side of the Biafrans, they will blow it out of proportion. They will advertise it. It will be online. They talk about it for complete 1 month. It will be on that. The same thing when you hear about fraud. The greatest fraudsters you have in Nigeria are from Yoruba land. When you talk of fraud across the world, any place you see fraudsters from Nigeria, if you see about 10 of them, 7 are Yorubas. I mean, people that defraud countries, people that defraud are committing fraud, not people who are taking one peanut. We have seen FBI line them up several times. We have seen the Scotland Yard line them up several times. But they will not say about it. But anytime a Biafran had an issue outside, Abike Dabiri will come online and broadcast it. All other channels will use it as a program. The same thing on drugs. Yorubas are deeply involved in it. It's not by carrying one, you take 1 gram, 2 gram, you put it on Yasha, you know. Yoruba people are the main drug moguls in Nigeria. Look at their president. You can imagine Tinubu when Tinubu started drug dealings. You can imagine when Tinubu, their president today, started drug dealings, up to the extent that in the United States he became a drug mogul, and he forfeited money. He forfeited money. The amount he forfeited during that time in the United States. Calculate from when Tinubu started drug business. And he was able to scale through until today. He's your president. And still his business is moving. A video was released when he was captured in Guinea. He was one of those who are the highest sponsors of drug in Guinea. This same Tinubu. But their media, they swept it because they own the media. They swept it under the carpet. Even with all those baggages, he became the president. He contested and he won. But they are still the same people that come and tell you, oh, Igbos are drug pushers. Oh, Igbos are ritualists. Today, every blessed day we hear the news of ritual killing in Yoruba land. Their media will not carry it. They will not talk about it. But when it happens to Biafra land, they own the media. The conventional media is in their hand. The conventional media is in their hand. So they do anything they like with it. Every single one of us have to wake up. Time has gone when we keep silent and allow these people to continue to hijack the media. Today, look at that seed of discord. Yoruba people have sowed seed of discord against us. They done it until now. They have now taken it outside the country. They are now instigating neighboring countries. That is their new mission. Instigating outside countries against the Biafrans. They tried it in Canada. And all of us came out. You remember how they tried? You remember how they tried it in Canada with one of our sisters in Canada, Anyanambra? Because Anyanambra responded to them, the evil, the propaganda they are pushing against us, and Anyanambra responded. What did they do? They abike Dabiri around and begin to give order, right in Canada, to deport her. The next thing, their Senate gathered and demanding to bring Anyanambra. And they did not ask what prompted her to say what she said. Why did she make the comment she made? They didn't look for the origin, the source. And that is how everything in Nigeria is working. They are the ones that are going to look for our trouble. When we react, they will keep their own problem aside and begin to talk about it. Look at what is happening in Ghana today. This Ghana issue, you see how they are pushing Ghana against the Biafran people. You see how the Yoruba people are pushing Ghana. Go to TikTok, go to all platforms, you will see them. You will see them, how they are canvassing, telling Ghana, drive away the Igbos from your place. They come to take your land. They come to take your land. They are going to bring trouble. They are the ones causing the killing in Nigeria. They are going to bring insecurity on that land. Even though they know that the insecurity in Nigeria has nothing to do with the Igbos. The insecurity in Nigeria has nothing to do with the Igbos. The Igbos are the victims in Nigeria. The Igbos are the victims in Nigeria. It's only a criminal, a devilish person that will come out and tell you that the Igbos are the ones responsible for the insecurity. A criminal. Only a criminal will do that because of their hatred upon us. Because they see us as a soft landing for them. Each time they need something from their masters, the Fulanese, they will trade the Igbos. Each time they want to get something from their slave master, they will use us through their media to push one criminal agenda on them. And some of us, you are not seeing these things. Instead of you to focus, you are busy listening to propaganda and blackmail. Instead of paying attention, you are busy looking at your own brother. You are busy looking at your own brother or your sister that have positioned him or herself to work for your freedom, even though you don't want to do it. You don't have the capacity. You don't want to do it. Why don't you allow that your brother or your sister that want to do it? Why? Something you know you are not capable. Even if they leave you now, okay, come and lead the Biafra, you cannot. You have no project. That's nothing you can do. But yet, envy, jealousy, greed, wickedness will not allow you to do the right thing. None of us will say we don't know who our enemy is. We know who the real enemy are. The first class and real enemy of Biafra is the Fulani Janjaweed, sponsored and supported by the Yorubas. Supported by Yorubas and sponsored by the British. Those are the first class enemies of the Biafran people. Those are the people we have to be aware of. But some of us are not listening. We are not paying attention. When we calling Yorubas out, there are some of them that are good. Not all of them. Not all of them. When we're talking about Yorubas, it is not out of hate. We are not hating them. Some of them, those Awolowo boys, there are some of them that are still laying the foundation upon what Awolowo did to us. They are still promoting that Awolowo agenda. They are promoting it. That Awolowo agenda to destroy us, to starve us to death. That agenda of Awolowo that took the life of millions of Biafrans, there are still some Yorubas who are bent on making sure they carry out that agenda to wipe us out. Very, very ungrateful people. There's nothing you will do to please them. If you are a Biafran and you think there is something you will do for this group of Yoruba people to love you, you are wasting your time. You are mad. You are just insane. You are just being an idiot. If you are a Biafran and you think there is something you can do for this group of haters to love you, you are mad. The more you do that thing, the more they hate you. They will only use you to get at your brothers. They will only use you to distract your brothers. And after they use you for that distraction, they will destroy you. A Yoruba man will never trust an Igbo man. A Yoruba man will never ever trust an Igbo man. They will never ever trust an Igbo man. So the earlier you focus on the real enemy, the better for you. Some of us are very, very idiotic. Very, very idiotic in our thinking. Look at one lunatic now has just come. One lunatic has just come to this program. Look at one lunatic. He doesn't even have name. He doesn't even have name. There's no name there. I didn't see any name there. A lunatic. You came to the program. You don't know what the topic is. You don't know what I've been speaking about. Why don't you shut your stupid mouth? Keep your stupid, foolish self together and listen. An idiot just entered the program. Look at what he wrote. Go and tell Ngozi Oragweze to visit Simon Ekpa. Just imagine. What has this comment now got to do with what we are saying? What has Ngozi Oragweze visiting Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland got to do with what you are saying? Is Ngozi Onabueze visiting Simon Ekpa in Finland? Is he going to release? Is that going to release Simon Ekpa? Will that release Simon Ekpa? Will Ngozi Onabueze visiting Simon Ekpa in Finland? Will it change anything? Will it change anything in your life? This idiot that is writing this, I don't know who you are. You don't even have a name. I can't even see there. I don't know. It doesn't have a name. There's no name. This is how you see those idiots. When they come, they will come unknown people. If you put a link for him now to join, give him a link. Let me put a link. Let me put a link. Let the idiot click the link and join. Because it is not just to come. Click the link and join. Click the link, come and join and tell me what that thing you're writing there. Click the link. The link is there. These are the kind of idiots we're talking about. The house niggers. Clowns that cannot face reality. You leave what matters and you are talking about. We are now talking about an issue that is before us. The instigation, what the people, the Yorubas are instigating against us today. Instigating every country in Africa against us. That is what is our concern today. The instigation they are making against Biafrans. At the end of the day, this can lead to a genocide. It can lead to loss of life and loss of properties. That is our concern. And an idiot will come here and he's telling me, go and tell Ngozi Onabueze to visit Simon Ekpa. What does visiting Simon Ekpa in Finland has to do with what I'm saying? And will Dr. Ngozi Onabueze visiting Simon Ekpa in Finland, will that release Simon Ekpa? Will that release? Does Ngozi Onabueze have any power to release Simon Ekpa? Dr. Ngozi Onabueze going to Finland, will it change anything? Will it change anything in the life of Simon Ekpa over there? These are a bunch of idiots. And you look at him, when you ask him now, he'll say he's a Biafra. Before you know, he'll be telling you where he belongs. Either he belongs to Mr. B or he belongs to Mr. A. He will be telling you where he belongs. This kind of individual he will claim he knows about the struggle. He belongs this one. He supports Mr. A, he supports Mr. B. That he's all this and that. The next thing he will tell you he's supporting, he's donating money, he's doing this. Common sense is not common. And how can we be able to move forward with this kind of clowns? I'm not here because of this kind of people. These are the idiots that are pretending to sleep even when they are awake. How can you wake somebody like this up? At this time that every Biafra is united together, speaking up and telling the world whom we are not what they say we are. They have called us different kinds of names. The Yoruba media is painting us black, calling us land grabbers, that any place we go, we grab land. And there is no record anywhere where the Igbos have gone and grabbed any land. There has not been any record in this world. If you have any place where they say Igbos go there and grab land, come and write it on the comment section. Let me see. But today, that is what the Yorubas are pushing. They have done it in Lagos. They instigated Lagosians. And many Biafrans lost their properties and their lives in Lagos. Property that they bought with their money. Develop it with their money. Swamp. When you look at this property, you would think it's a reasonable property. Swamp. The Biafrans will go and buy a swamp. Fill it with sand and make it habitable. And they live there. Before the next 2-3 years, they come and take it over. They did that instigation in Lagos. And Biafrans lost their properties. Many lost their life. Today, they are doing it in neighboring countries, and you are not concerned. It is Ghana today. Tomorrow is Cotonou, Benin Republic. The next time is Ivory Coast. I already see a video that is coming from Liberia on the same issue. And whenever they come, they go and online. The people that are instigating this thing are Nigerian people, mainly of Yoruba extraction, and some of them are from Edo State. Some Benin people and Yorubas. And when I say Bini people, these are the Bini people, those ones who are Yorubas, because you know some of the Benis are Yoruba. Some of them are Biafrans, some of them are Yorubas. The Yoruba section of Benin and the Yoruba people, they are the ones that are instigating these lies against us. This is our concern today. What crime have we committed? Nothing. Only jealousy. They cannot engage in a healthy competition. They are scared. Scared for no reason. Even when you try to favor them, they are scared. Even when you genuinely want to help them, they are scared. Look at Awolowo. Awolowo was supposed to be the beneficiary of the 1966 coup. Awolowo was supposed to be the beneficiary of the coup they called the Igbo coup. That's revolution. Revolution was conducted by Nigerian young officers. A revolution conducted by Nigerian young officers. It was Awolowo that was supposed to benefit. But that same Awolowo was the people who joined to coin it and call it Igbo coup. He didn't stop at that. He was the one who was the finance minister who instigated to seize every asset of the Igbos and give us 20 pounds each. The same man that those people were fighting for. In something that doesn't even concern them. It was a problem between him and his own brother Akintola. A problem between Akintola and Awolowo. Two of them were in a battle. And for one reason, one thing or another, Awolowo went to prison. And the young officers saw injustice in it. They didn't like what happened. These young officers came together to conduct a revolution in order to bring Awolowo to make him a president. This same Awolowo was the one that came out and turned everything against them. I don't know what we did to him. I don't know what he had with Zeke. I don't know the problem he had with Zeke. And that is how they behave. Maybe he had a quarrel or misunderstanding with Zeke, and now you transfer that misunderstanding to every Igbo Biafrans. That hatred, you transfer it. If there is something you had with Zeke, settle it with him. He's an individual. Settle your problem with him. Just like I'm saying now, I know it is not all Yoruba people that are involved in this madness. I know it is not all Yoruba that are involved in this propaganda. And when I talk, I say, I know it is not all of them. But a good number of them are involved in this madness. A good number of them. And they don't hide it. Just go to TikTok before you stroll 1, 2, 3, you will see them. And you'll be wondering, what has the Igbo Biafrans done to them? Nothing. Did we steal their wealth? Nothing. In the location where we are, we have everything we need. The resources we want, we have it. We even left the government for them. We left the government for them. No presence of federal government. Still, we are on our own working. We still use our money, get our own money, and pay tax to them. And yet they are not satisfied. What else? What else do they want us to do? What we have left governance for them. In our business that we're doing, they wouldn't allow us to succeed. Every single policy in Nigeria is targeted at the Biafran people. Every policy, I say every policy in Nigeria is targeted at the Biafran people. Why do you think restructuring will not work? The reason a Yoruba man will not support restructuring is because of the Biafran person. You think that Yoruba support restructuring? Do you think that Yoruba does not support restructuring? They only talk about it to score a point. The Yorubas does not support restructuring. They only talk about it to score a point. If they want it, this very Tinubu that is a president today was one of the frontliners of restructuring. This president you are seeing, he was one of the frontliners. They know that if there is restructuring, it will favor the Southeast. They know that the Southeast can always manage themselves. Even in the most difficult situation they are making it, let alone when they are allowed to control their resources. They know what we are going to do when they allow us to control us. They won't even support restructuring simply because of the Igbo Biafrans. When you hear also say that Nigeria, the structuring can never stand. When you hear them talk, you think it's just because of the Hausa people. You think it's just because of the Fulanis. Even the Yoruba people do not want restructuring. They don't want it. Just because of it will favor the Igbo Biafrans. Anything that will favor us, they will do everything, including if it will make them a slave, they prefer to accept slavery than to do something that is going to favor us. That is how bad it is. And the earlier you understand this, the better for you, the better for every one of us. They are not going to stop. If you think they will stop, they will never ever stop. It's just like the hatred that Ottoman Danfodio planted. The hatred that Ahmadu Bello himself planted in the heart of the Northerners. That hatred is still there. Whenever they see a Biafran person, they see you as a threat. They see you as an occupier. They see you as somebody who wants to dominate them. Ahmadu Bello planted that evil in the heart of every Northerner. Whenever they see a Biafran, an Igbo Biafran, they see you as a threat. That is the same thing that Awolowo did to some Yoruba people. Those are Awolowo boys. Those of them. Those are Awolowo boys, including Turubu. Turubu is one of them. The Awolowo boys. They always see us as a threat. And they will do everything humanly possible to see that we stay down, including dragging themselves down. They prefer to be down, and we are down with them. They know that when they drag us down, we'll be down, and they'll be down with us. They want it. They don't care. The evil of Nigeria against us cannot be numbered. If you are a Biafran that you don't know that it is time for us to walk away, if you are a Biafran, you don't know that it is time to walk away, I am sorry for you. I am very, very sorry for you. This message is not for you. And this message is for those who know that it's time to walk away. And every one of us have to stand up to the occasion. Every one of us have to stand up to the occasion. I thank God that Ghanaians are reasonable enough. The Ghana Parliament are reasonable, and they have made investigation. The Ghana Parliament have made investigation, and they found out that this man have not even bought any land. This noisemaker that called himself an Igbo man did not even buy any land yet. And one of the interesting things that land in Ghana, in the area they're talking land, they have a policy on how to own land in Ghana. There are some laws that guide ownership of land in Ghana. There are laws that guide it. There are laws that guide ownership of land by a citizen, either a citizen by marriage, a citizen by birth. There are laws that guide it. A land that are land are owned by government, and you don't buy land. You only take it for lease for some time, maybe for 50 years or 100 years, and they take it back. You don't buy it. This is a country that has their law. Ghana has laws. Ghana has laws. But you see what the Yorubas are doing. They are pushing them to instigate that hatred, for them to see us as a threat. That is just the aim. They just want to plant that evil seed. The same evil seed they planted in Nigeria, that is what they want to plant in Ghana, to make sure the Ghanaians begin to see us as a threat. Ghanaians. They want the Ghanaians to begin to see us as a threat. Just like they have succeeded in doing in South Africa. That was what they were doing in South Africa until we rose up and we begin to speak. Biafrans begin to speak in their various platforms, including going to South African platforms to speak. That is the same thing we are going to be doing today. And I thank Chukwu Okama, Biafrans are already doing it. Biafrans are visiting platforms where Ghanaians are and educating them and telling them who we are. That message that the Yorubas are preaching to them is not true. It's a blatant lie. It's just an instigation against us. This is a responsibility on us today. That every single one of us should rise up. We have to rise up. We have to rise up. Begin to speak on your own platform. If you can't speak, share this program. If you cannot on your camera and talk, share this program to your platform, share it to anybody, to your friend, your WhatsApp group, any place you belong, share it. It is part of it. If you can write and post, write and share. Join platforms where those discussions are held and speak our mind. We cannot allow them to take over the media. They have tried it in Canada, we defeated them. They tried it with South Africa, we defeated them. Now they are in Ghana, we are going to defeat them also. Even in Nigeria, we defeated them. In their own Nigeria, Mazen Nandekan destroyed all the lies they have peddled against us. Mazen Samanaka came and cemented that destruction. Now they are going outside Nigeria. They went to Canada, we defeated them. They went to South Africa, we defeated them. Now they are in Ghana. You must know that we have a responsibility. Wherever you are as a Biafran, don't keep silent. The evil of Nigeria will never be forgotten. And the only way we can escape it is to get out of Nigeria. We must get out of Nigeria. It is a must. It is a must. M-U-S-T. Must. We must get out of Nigeria. Nothing will stop it. Nothing. Nothing will stop it. The only solution, disintegration. We are not the same people, and we can never be. There is no remedy, there is no discussion, there is no meeting ground between us and them. To your tent, O Israel, everybody must go their separate ways because the evil is so much. I want you to listen to this.